First up, a shocker for a football legend. Newcastle icon Alan Shearer has taken a brutal tumble, revealing some nasty injuries after a motorcycle crash. We've got the full story on what happened and how the road conditions played a part. Then, we're heading back to St. James Park to talk about a player who bleeds black and white. Is Bruno Guimaraes destined for Newcastle's all-time greatest XI? We're breaking down his impact and what it means for the club's legacy. Next, a defensive shake-up at Chelsea. Newcastle United is reportedly eyeing a young talent from Stamford Bridge, Josh Acheampong, amid speculation about Tino Livermento's future. Could this be the next big signing for the Magpies? And finally, the transfer rumor mill is churning. Manchester United is reportedly setting its sights on Newcastle's midfield maestro, Sandro Tonali. We're getting into the details of this potential blockbuster move and what it could mean for both clubs. Don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Football legend Alan Shearer's biking accident leaves him with nasty injuries. Newcastle and England icon Alan Shearer has shared the painful consequences of a motorcycle crash, showing off significant cuts and scrapes that left him sidelined. The former prolific striker took to social media to detail the incident, directly blaming the poor state of the roads for his fall. Shearer, 55, posted a series of updates on Instagram, illustrating the physical toll of the accident. Images revealed a heavily scraped forearm and bicep, followed by a graphic shot of his leg showing deep grazes across his knee and shin. The Premier League's all-time top scorer was unequivocal about the cause, writing alongside the images, "Ouch, potholes on the bike are not good." Despite the painful setback, Shearer has continued his punditry work, recently sparking debate with his projected England starting lineup for the 2026 World Cup, a selection that notably excluded Jude Bellingham and Cole Palmer in favor of current Premier League form. Fans and road safety advocates are weighing in on the incident, highlighting the dangers of neglected road infrastructure. Many are expressing sympathy for Shearer while also calling for urgent attention to road maintenance. Don't miss the full breakdown of Shearer's recovery and his bold England predictions. Next, we dive into whether a current Magpie star is on track to become a club legend. Bruno Guimaraes, on his way to Newcastle's all-time greatest XI. Bruno Guimaraes has quickly become a fan favorite at St. James Park, embodying the passion and commitment the Toon Army demands. But does his current impact and trajectory place him among the club's all-time legends? We're exploring his journey since arriving from Lyon in 2022. Since joining Newcastle, the 28-year-old Brazilian midfielder has not only elevated his own game to be considered among the world's best in his position, but he's also become the heart and soul of the team. His unwavering passion for the Magpies is evident, and more importantly, he consistently delivers when it matters most, whether guiding the team from behind or maintaining composure against top opponents. Guimaraes recently captained Newcastle to their first major trophy in 70 years, a pivotal moment in the club's history. To date, he has made 189 appearances, scoring 31 goals and providing as many assists, with his best years still ahead of him. His influence was crucial in Newcastle's fourth-place finish in his debut season and their subsequent fifth-place finish last campaign, securing Champions League football. Guimaraes has repeatedly prioritized Newcastle over lucrative offers from other top European clubs, a loyalty that earned him the captain's armband. While legends like Rob Lee and Gary Speed set a high bar with their extensive careers at the club, Guimaraes is demonstrably on the path to joining their ranks, with his contract extended until 2028 and no indication of a desire to leave. Supporters are buzzing about Guimaraes' potential to become a true Newcastle icon, with many hopeful he'll extend his stay and continue to be a cornerstone of the club's future. His commitment and on-field brilliance have solidified his place in the hearts of the fans and the club's legacy. Will Guimaraes etch his name in history? We've got all the details on his legendary potential. Up next, a defensive target emerges from Chelsea, and Tino Livramento's future hangs in the balance. Newcastle eyes Chelsea youngster Josh Acheampong amid Livramento speculation. Newcastle United is reportedly making a move for Chelsea defender Josh Acheampong, a highly rated prospect attracting interest across Europe. This potential transfer comes as speculation mounts over Tino Livramento's future at St. James Park. The 19-year-old Acheampong, capable of playing both centre-back and full-back, was nearly loaned out earlier in the season, but was kept by Chelsea due to an ACL injury to Levi Colwill. Chelsea initially saw him as a key talent and planned to extend his contract until 2029, though that decision has since shifted. His versatility and youth have attracted major clubs like Real Madrid, Liverpool, and Borussia Dortmund. Newcastle sees Acheampong as an ideal fit to rebuild their defense, especially with veteran Kieran Trippier aging and Livramento potentially departing. He could slot in at centre-back or either full-back position. Newcastle's defense has struggled this season, conceding 45 goals in 31 Premier League games. Acheampong's stats show promise, with 2 goals compared to Livramento's 1, and his ability to bolster the backline is seen as a significant advantage. Livramento's own season has been hampered by injuries, making only 22 appearances, a stark contrast to his standout 45 appearances last season. With Manchester City and Arsenal reportedly monitoring Livramento, his decision on whether to stay or pursue Champions League football elsewhere, possibly at the Etihad or Emirates, will be crucial. The success of Chelsea youth like Lewis Hall and Livramento at Newcastle suggests a promising precedent for Acheampong. Fans are debating whether Acheampong could replicate the success of other young talents who have thrived at St. James Park. The potential acquisition is seen as a strategic move to inject youth and defensive solidity into Eddie Howe's squad, especially if European football is secured. Will Acheampong be the next big Chelsea export to Newcastle? We've got the inside scoop. Coming up, a shock transfer rumor linking Manchester United with a move for a key Newcastle midfielder. Manchester United targets Sandro Tonali, a blockbuster transfer on the horizon. Reports are surfacing that Manchester United is preparing to make a formal approach for Newcastle United midfielder Sandro Tonali as their top priority for the summer transfer window. This potential move has sent shockwaves through the football world. Manchester United has identified the Italian international as their #1 midfield target, with other names like Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton also on their radar. Tonali, alongside captain Bruno Guimaraes, has been the subject of intense speculation recently. While Newcastle is reluctant to part with such a vital player, they are reportedly aware that their hand could be forced, similar to the Alexander Isak situation, especially if they fail to secure European football for next season. The outcome of Newcastle's season is critical. Securing European qualification could significantly increase the chances of Tonali remaining at St. James Park. The timing of these transfer rumors, coinciding with a difficult week for Newcastle that included a heavy Champions League defeat to Barcelona and a poor performance against rival Sunderland, has fueled the speculation. If Newcastle misses out on European football, it's highly probable that Tonali will be looking for an exit. However, reports of a gentleman's agreement, allowing Tonali to leave if European qualification is missed, have been officially refuted by the club, with Newcastle briefing the media that no such agreement exists. There's also no concrete confirmation that Tonali is seeking a move or that any club has contacted Newcastle about his availability. Interestingly, many Newcastle fans seem relatively content with the idea of selling Tonali. Some online discourse suggests he hasn't consistently performed at the level expected, with unsubstantiated claims of him downing tools in recent months. If a transfer fee in the region of £80.90 million could be secured, many fans see it as a smart financial move that would allow for significant reinvestment in the squad. Could Tonali be heading to Old Trafford? We're dissecting the transfer saga and fan reactions. Stick around for our lightning round recap of all today's top stories. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Alan Shearer battling injuries from a motorcycle crash, Bruno Guimaraes making a case for Newcastle's all-time ex-Sai, Josh Acheampong emerging as a transfer target for the Magpies, and Sandro Tonali linked with a massive move to Manchester United. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe for more daily updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment, leave a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.